everybody and welcome to Karlos Morale. Today myself and MothZombie are going to be looking at this game Knightmare Tower from the point of view of providing you with a spurious analysis. And Knightmare Tower is a game in which you need to progress upwards through a giant tower in order to rescue 10 trapped princesses. And we'd just like to, draw your attention to one or two topics that we think that the game raises that you might not otherwise have considered.
They're quite subliminally hidden within the game. Obviously, the tower itself represents a penis.
Giant, throbbing penis.
A giant penis. And within that penis, you have these things that, for me, they are blatantly viruses. Human papillomavirus, possibly some syphilis.
Who knows? But I think the point is, well received here. You only have to look at the construction of the character types there to know that they've got to be representative of something else. The fact that you've got the skulls carrying wands, obviously, it's just pointing out that death is coming, and the wand, once again, couldn't be anything but a penis.
Yeah, death by penis.
Clearly what we can see there is a ceiling being broken.
Yeah, again, what more represents the oppression of womankind than a glass ceiling? They've not been as obtuse as to make actually glass. But
no, I think that might be a little bit too near the knuckle, but nonetheless, the point is it's clearly established.
Okay, they seem to not have an issue with being obvious about things. The antagonist in the game is a sperm.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly a very angry sperm. And the cannons that are blatantly firing pink ejaculate. They've made it pink to signify women's love for ejaculate, which I think is disgusting.
Let's not forget that the whole game, to begin with, is about rescuing princesses. Desperate damsels in distress who couldn't possibly look after themselves.
Yes.
The sperm itself is contained within an unbreakable glass bubble. A glass bubble which I think can only represent the unbreakable, overarching patriarchy to which the women, the princesses, are subject.
I believe shortly we will see some blatant symbolism when the main character actually turns into a bull. Of all things. Now,
yes, here we are.
Here we go. See, he is now a bull, and by word association, I think most people, when you hear bull, go with raging, and when you hear raging, you think raging hard-on, and as well as the raging hard-on symbolism, I find it quite disturbing that the multiple cannons. I don't know what they're trying to say about females in general there with regards to multiples. I think that's a bit disturbing myself.
Are you suggesting that the game developer here is calling all women sluts?
I think that's what they're saying. They can only be implying one thing. The cannons with their balls.
Mm-hmm.
It's disturbing that this is a game is aimed towards not just adults, but children as well. It's indoctrination.
Absolutely. What do you make of those spiked balls that we've been seeing?
Well, the spiked balls are clearly they're AIDS viruses. Anybody who's seen a picture of an AIDS virus knows that that's almost identical to what it looks like.
Absolutely. We're talking about the deliberate infection of women. Okay, so at this point the sperm count has dropped to 0, and we see our hero with his reward.
Clearly being offered the pick of the princesses, you would imagine.
Absolutely, and who better to make that offer than the ultimate symbol of patriarchy, the king, in this case King Pigeon, bizarrely.
With his crown and his masculine beard.
Well, because of course without a beard, you're not much of a man, are you? Something seems to have gone wrong here. He seems to be forced into a new adventure, and
turns out he wasn't meant to rescue princesses, he was meant to rescue birds.
Telling.